They about to look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topic? Crew looking like Pentatonics, locked in, recording in tropics. In the East Big 3, Big Bronzy B, way good, he working on optics. Thought biz while smoking exotics. We lit, never thought about it. Just live out the look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topics? Sitting way back, all black, I'm talking. Feeling like Shaq, I weigh my options. In the East Big 3, Big Bronzy B, way good, he working on optics. Thought biz while smoking exotics. It's saucy, all the projects.
What is up? What is up? What is up? RCR Presents, MSD Sports, and we back at it. It's been a long time.
Come on.
Season 2, everybody. Woo! My name is Bobby K. Let's go. We got Mikey. We got Camden. And let's go. Season 2, Mikey, introduce yourself. Mikey, introduce yourself.
Wow, my guys, great to be back. Shout out to YBK for an amazing intro. It's your boy Michael John. We back from Boston in LA. It's a pleasure to be here with the boys. MSD, let's get it, y'all.
Yes,
Season 2.
Yes, sir. Camden, what's up?
What's going on? YBK, thank you so much for that amazing intro. That energy just gave me life. It is Season 2. Are you with us? You know who I am. It is your boy, Mr. Club Paradise, a.k.a. Camden Lee. And I'm with the greatest trio ever assembled, MSD Sports. We're back for Season 2, guys. And I think you're seeing something a little bit different.
Ooh.
I mean, I can touch these guys. Oh my gosh, we're all in person. So, YBK.
Yes, sir.
What are we doing? What's the plan?
Ooh, Season 2. We are here. Agenda time. It's been a long time. MLB, let's go. I mean, MLB is in the playoffs right now, everybody. Season ended, and we got to talk about that too. NBA season next Tuesday, 22nd. A lot of offseason moves have happened, and let's talk about that. Let's talk about some favorite teams. Let's talk about some predictions on the awards, and we're going to wrap it up with some nice NFL, guys. NFL season is on its way, and it's week 6, everybody. So let's go.
Come on.
MLB, let's get it, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Oh man. Do you want to start us off, or do you want me to start us off? Because I feel like both of our teams, I think all three of our teams, all of our teams together, the three of us, we're sitting on Cancun's beach, just having a pina colada, drinking Mai Tais too in the afternoon. So the Red Sox made it to the playoffs unexpectedly. I did not expect us to really make a dent. But we went up against the Yankees, and the Yankees kind of took us out of business. But YBK, I heard, you guys are sitting by the beach right next to us.
We in Cancun right now with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was great to see the Red Sox-Yankee in a classic postseason wildcard match. I mean, sorry for you guys, but, we won. But, we're still in Cancun, so, we're on the same boat. So, I mean, that was a very exciting series for me. It was the brand new Yankees, no Soto, playoffs, It sucks to kind of go into the postseason tied 94 wins with the Blue Jays, and Blue Jays having the tiebreaker, having them to be the number 1 seed of the American League kind of hurt me. But, beating the Red Sox always gives me joy. Mikey, how'd you feel?
Yeah, it was a good year for the Red Sox in general. I do think that we came up short in the postseason, but I didn't expect for us to actually make the postseason at one point this year. I'm really happy with Garrett Crochet's performance this year. Yankees, I'm a little bit, I'm hurting for you in a way.
And the Yankees
I'm hurting
lose.
for you in a way.
Oh my gosh.
Because at least the Red Sox this year was looked at as, okay, they made a lot of acquisitions, but we're playing catch up to the Yankees, and the Yankees were the bona fide favorites to win the division and maybe to represent the AL again. And somehow the Blue Jays swooped in on us. So, hurts to lose to the Yankees in the postseason, but I think the Red Sox had a successful year. I'm not quite sure if you feel as happy about your team, Sam, just because World Series appearance last year come up short, and a lot of years of coming up short in a row. So, it's a bitter pill to swallow, I think, for all of us as we look back on our MLB teams this year.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like this. In the postseason, what I found out in this postseason is one player that really excites me for the future, and he's a rookie. His name is Cam Schlitter. I can't say his name correctly. Shitlitter. Shit. But this,
Shittler.
yeah,
Cam
we've
Shittler.
seen
He took definitely a shit
in that
load,
wild
for
card
sure, yeah.
match against the Red Sox, elimination match.
Yeah.
8 innings, shutout innings, 12 strikeouts, no walks, guys. He looking like baby Garrett Cole out there. And I was like, woo, he's giving me some, excitement over here. How'd you feel, David?
I mean, especially him being a homegrown guy, I felt I was a little hurt, a little sad, just because being from Massachusetts, we could have had him, we had a shot, and for him to kind of put us away the way that he did, it was something for me that it was kind of bittersweet for me. But seeing the dominance, I think that's something that we kind of talked about before the show. The pitching dominance that we've seen throughout the season and throughout especially this series specifically. I had to tip my hat.
Who was the kid on the Red Sox? Peyton Toll? Was it?
Something Toll.
Yeah. He was a rookie. He was a nice pitcher too.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was a lot of people thrust into, we're going to put you in on a big spot in a big game late in the season, playoffs even, in a decisive playoff elimination game versus your longest nemesis. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's a crazy spot to be in. But hey, anyone could have one good outing and win a series. Yep. So the longevity we'll see, I guess, how these pitchers pan out.
Yep.
But I feel like in general, the postseason's been interesting so far. It's not what I expected in the American League, but it is what I expected in a National League so far.
I agree. And I feel like it also comes with the pitching. I feel like MLB, in terms of pitching, like, it changed, like what Dave was talking about too. It advanced so much, and like we've seen the success on these pitchers having, and we talked about it before. When we see the regular season come to its end, the people with the highest batting average, National League, was 304, Trey Turner. I mean, Mr. Aaron Judge here with Mr. 331.
Come on.
But underneath that was like 317. It's not as
crazy.
Not as hot, yeah.
It wasn't as hot, but you're right. And I feel like the success of pitchers, I feel like, for me personally, if you have an elite fastball that's alive, and then you have like a nice like break pitch, like a
breaking
nasty
ball,
slider,
yep.
curveball, you're gonna be successful.
Yeah.
And maybe add like 1 or 2, if you're a starter, 1 or 2 on top of that, I think you're gonna be very successful.
Michael John, I have a big question for you. How did you feel about, with all the injuries and the trades that we had throughout the season for the Sox? You already know. How do you feel about the outcome? How did you feel like what we looked like in the middle of the season to this postseason?
Yeah. Well, I mean, luckily we went on a run and got ourselves into the postseason by going on a run. I'm glad that we got rid of Buehler. I mean, come on. That was killing me the whole year. I'm like, this guy, I feel like, has one good start out of every, 7 starts, and we keep letting him go. And I've been saying to y'all since early year, I'm like, $20 million for Walker Buehler is crazy. You could have paid someone else $20 million for something better than that. We just needed one better starter. I will say Brian Bello stepped up big this year, so I really felt like he was a great story of the year. And the team kind of started to come together as we went along. It felt like more like a team versus putting different talent together, which is frequently what it could feel like when you're bringing in new big names like Crochet and Bregman and Devers leaves the city.
Yep.
You think, oh, it's not, we're just kind of putting together players. It really started to feel like a team down the end stretch of the year. Even I lived in Boston this past year, and I could feel it in the city, how the attitude shifted toward the Red Sox, and it felt like, if I'm in Fenway Park's vicinity, it's a Red Sox team this year. It's an actual team. We might be in the playoffs. We might do something. And I do think that that's a huge improvement to the past few years. So, as a Red Sox fan, I'm happy. And I was kind of talking with y'all about it last night. Like, I feel like I do have a rekindled passion for the Red Sox and MLB in general this year. Like, I definitely feel like this was a great year to jump back into it.
Yeah.
So, it's been a lot of fun to watch playoff baseball too.
As a baseball fan, I want to shout out one player that we haven't mentioned yet. After the All-Star break in the second half of the season, Mr. Lucas Giolito turned up for y'all in the second half. He was like 10-2 with a 2-point something in that to end the season. And I feel like that record to even bring to the team, like definitely a team changer for sure. Yeah, Lucas Giolito, because we didn't really think of much for him. Like it was more like even Buehler was even more considered oh, we want more from you than Lucas Giolito.
Facts.
But we saw him kind of
Well,
grind
he was
for you
nasty
guys.
in Chicago. He was nasty,
Yes.
but he was coming off injury, and we always like he did have a couple starts early when he came off the IL where he was a bit more shaky, but he really did prove like he's
that
still.
second half.
Pitchers can do that though. It's weird. Like we've seen pitchers, they're nasty, like Cy Young contenders or winners. Then they're trash for a couple years.
Yep.
Then they're nasty again.
back.
So you can't ever count no one out.
No, and I think especially like you know how baseball is, you kind of get into a rhythm and then you kind of get in a funk. You know what I mean? Especially even with hitting. So I think especially with pitching, you have a year where you're doing amazing and it's like, okay, like I'm able to do 20 starts, I'm winning 17 of them, and then okay, the next year my arm's a little tired, I'm pitching more into the postseason, or I might have had 2 or 3 postseason runs, so it's a little bit more difficult. So my biggest thing that I was really grateful for is just to kind of see the continuity in a lot of these teams. And when we talk about later, we'll talk about another team later in this postseason. The Red Sox being able to kind of go from I kind of putting everybody together, kind of like trying to compete with the Yankees, to eventually midseason to feeling like a team, and even like you said, being a team and pursuing that or protruding that. To the fans. It was great. It's great to see. Yeah. So,
well, talk about playoff baseball right now, huh? Like where are we at with it? Because we're damn near close to the
Almost
World Series.
Yes.
And
I mean,
look
we
at what
are
it's down to.
National League Championship Series with Brewers versus Dodgers. Dodgers are up 2-0. 2-0, right?
Yeah.
They just
Dodgers-
won just
Yamamoto just went
Complete
crazy.
game,
Yeah.
I've heard, guys.
Crazy work.
That man, I feel like it's worth the money. That $324 million, guys, I think that's worth the money.
come on.
And he won one last year and then maybe another one this year.
Yeah, well, they kind of need it, right? The Dodgers at this point, it's World Series or bust.
I mean, you paying all that deferred money. Come on, what you gonna do? That's like you're paying probably in the next 10 years over $1 billion in contracts. I gotta win now. I gotta pay that. I gotta pay that tab pretty soon, baby. So, I mean, how do you feel about this matchup though? It's kind of like big market team, deferred money against kind of real money in a sense. Do you feel like the Brewers were an expected team that you're kind of seeing, to go against the Dodgers, or were you looking at something maybe a little bit different, or a team that was probably different going against the Dodgers this year?
I feel like the Milwaukee Brewers came together. They combined a team with the traditional baseball mindset that we were talking about, having like the contact at the top of the lineup, and we got some power, and then in the middle, and then we got some nice people that we can set up for again to the top of the lineup.
Okay.
So I feel like that's what the Milwaukee Brewers have built in this postseason run right now. But come on, guys, they're going against the super team. They're going against Team Japan, guys. They're going against
The Avengers.
the Avengers.
on,
They have
come
everybody.
on.
It's like
Come on.
Shohei right now. I think he went 1 for 5 today. I'm looking at it right now. That guy is batting lower than 100 in his postseason. But still, the Dodgers have success because they have the superstars. Kike be hitting home runs. Like you have Teoscar Hernandez hitting home runs. Like you have Mookie right now hitting over 400, where he kind of hit under 260 this season. Freddie, he's always good, but he hit that home run at game 1. So I feel like you're going against a juggernaut team, guys.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to, it's gonna.
I don't think anyone's surprised with what's going on right now in the National League. So Dodgers basically is the favorite, and they should be, right?
Yeah.
That's how we put it.
Yeah, definitely.
The AL is a whole different story because, as we mentioned, Red Sox out because Yankees. We had y'all
And
number
the
this
Yankees
year.
lose.
We had y'all number this year, but then y'all had us. But
Yep.
then the Blue Jays going
they got
crazy
us.
out of nowhere.
Come on.
And how about Seattle as well?
Yeah.
Looking
Offense.
pretty damn
They got
good.
the dumpster.
Huh?
They got the dumpster.
I mean, the Blue Jays, they spent some money this past offseason. They paid Vladdy Jr., a guy that they needed to pay, and I think it's delivering. I think at the end of the day, to be able to beat the Yankees, being a smaller market team from Toronto, you know what I mean? That's a nice little feather in your cap. But I wonder, do you think they get to the World Series? Do you see it happening?
Well, right now, when you look at the ALCS, where's the offense? Blue Jays offense have been looking like Anthony Volpe. I'm sorry, Volpe. I'm sorry. I love you, but Blue Jays, Vladdy has a 0 batting average in the ALCS, guys.
That's crazy.
Nothing. So he's looking like Volpe right now. Like, bro, you were looking like Mr. October against the Yankees.
Yes, you were.
Now you're looking like Anthony Volpe right now. And like, what's going on? And that's what the problem is.
Yeah.
They're built on that offense, and that's that octane. What's his name? Jake Berger was 4 for 4 against the Yankees, and he's like, what is he doing there, right?
Yeah.
Nothing. He's eating burgers right
Hot
now.
in your coat, baby.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the numbers this is Toronto's runs, right?
Okay.
Versus the Yankees.
Right.
10 in game 1,
Okay.
13 in game 2,
Okay.
16 in a game 3 loss, and then 5 in a game 4 win. So nothing less than 5.
Come on.
Crazy.
And they only put up a run in game 1
Okay.
versus the Mariners.
Yep.
So it's true. It's pretty.
Octane offense for what? You know what I mean?
I mean, when you got great
Lackluster.
pitching, it
But
don't
that's
matter.
the credit.
It don't matter what you got.
Give credit to that Mariners starting pitching though.
Come on with
Gilbert, Woo, Kirby, though them three be hidden.
Come on with it.
I did not expect that from anything from the Mariners to come like that. How did you guys feel about that?
I mean, I think, and we talked a little bit about this, offline. There are times when guys are able to hit for home runs and kind of hit for show, and there are times when guys are able to hit for the dough, and when it matters is for the playoffs. And I think that's where the difference is. You know what I mean? You've seen even with Judge last year when he was in the playoffs, he had a little bit of a down spot, and now during he had this nice little playoff run, he's able to kind of redeemed himself.
Right.
Guys, when the big lights come out, it's not always easy pickings.
I guess
for
it's
them.
too hot.
I mean,
Damn.
Listen, I think, when you got your girlfriend, your baby mama calling, you got, everybody in the city talking to you saying, hey, good luck on the game. I hope you do well. It's a little bit different. When you win, it's great. You get free drinks at the bar. Everybody's happy. When you lose, you got to pay that tab, pimpin'. You know what I'm saying? Remember them shots I gave you with the MSD crew? You had to pay them shots, boy. You got to pay them shots.
Yes.
I don't know.
Seattle didn't even need Cal Raleigh to do it in game 2 either.
True. It was
10 runs easy, but Julio hit a home
J-Rod,
run. Josh Naylor, who is a good pickup. That's a great
great
addition.
pickup.
That's a great addition to the team. Only 20 home runs this year,
Yeah.
but 92 ribbies.
Come on.
beautiful.
Yeah, he that's pretty nasty.
And he steals bases.
Exactly.
Josh Naylor,
Yeah.
he's a big person.
Yeah.
But I heard that the way he, what's that term when you steal base? When you, man, your jump.
Yep.
When you have
Yep.
that early
Yep.
jump, that great jump, that's
Yeah.
what he has. He stole 30 stolen bases, I think, this whole season.
He got a
combined
quick start,
with
yeah.
postseason.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a great base runner for sure.
I mean, Michael John, you mentioned Kyle Riley, right? Do you think he possibly wins an MVP?
Okay.
This year is like you bring him up. I mean, do you think the voting hasn't happened yet?
I feel like the MLB wanted this is happy with this storyline so far. With the fact that Seattle is making this run, it justifies one of the biggest draws to MLB this year, which was Cal Raleigh as a switch hitter chasing the switch hitting home runs, and then as well as a catcher chasing 60 home runs, and then as well as chasing the AL home run record.
Come on.
And now his team is up 2-0 to go to the World Series. So this is great for the MLB. To answer, do I think he wins MVP? It's a great race this year. You know what I mean? It's a great race. I feel like it wasn't a race. When Aaron Judge in the first 2 months of his season, if we hit the rewind, when we was talking, I was like, this is the greatest season I've ever seen. Like, that's how good it was.
He had a
That
400.
was going
He had a
crazy.
400.
He still should be the MVP frontrunner, in my opinion.
Right.
But Cal Raleigh made it a discussion. He really did. It went from minus or plus 3,000. I feel like he was like crazy odds, plus 3,000. Aaron Judge had it basically wrapped up, and Cal Raleigh reopened the door.
YBK, we've talked about kind of traditional versus, the analytics and all that other stuff in terms of guys kind of being able to be power hitters or whatever.
Yep.
Do you feel as though history is going to reward this man, or do you think Aaron Judge is based on statistics is gonna take it?
All right, guys. We talk about history. Aaron Judge ended this season with a 331 batting average, a batting title. He's a batting champion. And no other player than Aaron Judge did this accomplishment where a player gets a batting title and hits over 50 home runs, everybody. Yo, that's crazy. And you talk about history, I feel like that's a bigger history than you think of batting title. You think of like the number like Ichiro, Luis Arias, right? The number 1 hitter, leadoff hitter, right?
Right.
You're talking about the number 3 hitter in the lineup, everybody. You're talking about a power hitter that
guy.
hits for average.
Yeah.
And I feel like I give props to Cal Riley. You know, people have been saying, yes, he's a catcher. It's very tough on the body. Get back up there in the box to hit a home run like Cal. No one can do that, but come on now. Mr. Aaron Judge is leading everything in the category except home runs and RBIs. His OPS is off the charts, everybody. And Cal Riley's not even close. He doesn't even have a 1 dot, I think. It's like 9-something, 9.5 something.
Okay.
But it's like, it's not even a question, I feel like, in this AL MVP talks right here, in my opinion. I don't think it's even worth a talk. You know what I mean?
I also wonder a little bit of your bias. You know
Oh,
what I
that's
mean?
true. That's true. As a Yankee fan.
As a Yankees fan,
that's true.
I
That's
also
true.
wonder a little bit about your bias. My question is the playoff bias going to add a little bit of factors? Because if I'm a voter and I had to vote when the season ended, I feel like I'm voting for Judge. But if I'm casting my vote next week, and you know, Kyle Riley's in the World Series, I might just.
This was our conversation last night.
Yep.
That's why I was I was asking them like, "Yo, did we vote at the end of the regular season, or are we voting
right after?
Because we don't know who the MVP is yet?" And that's great. This is exactly what we were saying.
Question.
If I'm a voter and I'm looking at what the Mariners is doing right now, we're like, damn. And you look at what happened with the Yankees and the fact that they were a disappointment.
Yeah.
It's like, damn. I will say a few things though. It's true that Aaron Judge did lead the league in average, but it's not. I don't feel like it's like a crazy average. Like even you mentioned earlier how like all of the averages across the whole MLB is down, which shows that pitching is good. So it's like 330 is nasty in those circumstances, but it's also not like, to me, it's not like he batted 360 or higher or 360. If he batted 360 with this, I would say like then is crazy. Like it's insane. I know 250 is not a great batting average, but even nasty hitters aren't hitting good batting averages this year. You know what I mean? And it should be taken into account if you're the catcher. I do believe that if you're calling the games or you're catching, there's a lot more strategy that goes into, as someone who played catcher. Like when I was playing baseball, I played catcher. I understand like if you're calling pitches and you're dictating the flow of the game, it's like how we looked at SGA and we said, or Jokic, and we say it's not just the stats, it's the way that they are the conductor of the symphony. If I'm conducting the symphony, then there kind of is, you know, a little bit something that goes into it. But I felt like it was a great race. All in all, it was a great race for MVP this year. My vote would go to Aaron Judge, but I would not be surprised. My second place vote is for Cal Raleigh if it's like a point system. Yeah. And I wouldn't fault someone who gave Cal Raleigh their vote if they can justify it with like the right sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel that.
With that right sort of mindset. So
I kind of want to add on another stat line. The intentional base on balls. Aaron Judge had like 36 and Cal Riley had 18, something like that. Almost, it was like half, you know what I mean? So I feel like you have to consider that as well. Plus, Aaron Judge is not just your right fielder. Aaron Judge is the captain of the New York Yankees.
That is true.
That's the big,
yep.
Captain after Derek Jeter, which did a great, phenomenal job in his career. So I feel like, you know, it does kind of add like a little heavy kind of burden in you a little bit as a captain too, having that title. So I feel like that's there too.
The last thing to consider is voter fatigue, which we know well about this.
100%.
In NBA we talk about it a lot. So I feel like that's the last factor to take into consideration. That like maybe people are gonna be like, all right, Aaron Judge, you know, it ain't the same as the National League race. You know what I mean? Like no one made it as close as Cal, whereas like Shohei clearly did it. You know what I mean? He did the thing again. Yeah. But, you know, I wish the Judge was on the Red Sox.
There's a fun fact.
I ain't a hater.
If Shohei and Aaron Judge become MVPs of 2025, it's going to be the first time in MLB history where they win back-to-back MVPs.
In
the
both leagues?
Same people in the both leagues.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's another history thing.
That's something.
Another history thing. I mean, there's a lot going on. I think in terms of the NL, we already know what it's going to be. I think the AL, it's a toss-up. But yeah, I mean, our World Series predictions. Please.
Let's do it.
Do we have an idea of what we're thinking? Do you know what I mean? YBK.
All right. For me, I am gonna go. The Los Angeles Dodgers are gonna verse the Seattle Mariners in the World Series, and the Dodgers are gonna win the World Series. And I'll give the MVP to Shohei Ohtani. This guy is gonna go off in the World Series because he hasn't been doing anything. And I feel this is the time to shine.
Okay. You talking? You thinking big money versus Cal and the boys?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm with that. I mean, I know that the Mariners are up right now, but I still feel like Vladdy got a little bit more juice in him, got a little bit more pop. Of course, I'm going with the NL MVP. I think the Dodgers are going to be there. That paycheck, if you don't make it, I feel bad. I feel like if you spend all that money and you don't get to the dance, you didn't do it right. You weren't fly. No. I'm just saying you was not fly at all. But I think the Dodgers will fly, and I think we'll be all right. And I'm gonna say Dodgers and Blue Jays. I think that would be a nice World Series. I know it's gonna take a little bit of minute for the Blue Jays to come back.
Inter-America series?
But I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be kind of fun. That'd be kind of fun. Michael John.
Yeah, I mean, before game 2, I would have said the same thing, but now both teams is up 2-0. I think it's too much to ask for the Blue Jays to come back from 2-0, especially with Seattle playing really well across the board.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Dodgers and Mariners in the World Series.
Come on.
And I'm taking Dodgers in 5 games. It's gentlemen's
sweep.
Yeah, I'm taking Dodgers in 5.
Sweep?
Yeah, Dodgers in 5. This is the year. This is the window for them to cement themselves as a dynasty, bona fide dynasty. Everyone knows Mickey Mouse championship for Lakers, right? It hasn't been justified yet. It hasn't really been vindicated. But the Dodgers vindicated themselves last year, and this year is the one where they're like, we about to be similar to the Warriors. Like, we try and be like the Warriors. And people don't realize that the Warriors be spending crazy money and have had some of the most expensive rosters ever in order to get that dynasty. So, yes, we could all look at the Dodgers like deferred money. You spent all that money. Now it's time to put your money where your mouth is. So, Dodgers in 5.
Wow.
Dodgers in 5.
Sorry. Although I'm rooting for Cal. I'm rooting for Cal for sure.
Of course.
I want
It's
my
very
dog
interesting.
to.
Mariners won two in a row at Toronto. It's crazy. And they're going back to Seattle. And these Seattle Mariners fans about to go crazy at Safeco Field in Seattle.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
Y'all remember when we talked about the crickets? The crickets in Seattle.
The crickets.
You can eat the crickets.
Oh, yeah.
We might have to. I ain't going to no World Series game, playoff game, but we might have to go to Seattle next year in the season just for a light little game.
Just to try a little crickets and watch a game.
Lock it in for a road trip. So
yeah, I think even if the Blue Jays still kind of make a turn over in Seattle, I think with all that deferred money, I think it'd be a travesty, a straight travesty if they lost. I'm gonna say the Dodgers. I'm hoping to have another parade in the city, and especially to have all the boys here together. It'd be nice to maybe do a nice little live stream when the parade is happening. We will see what happens, but man, it's an interesting MLB season.
Yeah,
I love it.
Fun. It went by so quick for me.
Yes.
Shout out to my guys right here. Shout out YBK. Thank you for kind of bringing me into the fold of MLB a little bit more. I learned a lot more about MLB this year.
course.
I watched a lot more MLB than I've watched in the last 10 years. Easy. I watched
10 years?
My favorite part.
The Sox ain't been hot like that. The Sox ain't been hot.
No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. But my
Sox
favorite
was not
part,
hot.
yo, is the pitch clock. I love it. I really feel like I like watching baseball again because it don't feel as slow and drawn out. We're not watching golf. Like in golf, I understand now. Take your time, set up your shot. We understand their time penalties is much longer for y'all to get a time penalty.
Right.
You know, I feel it, but I will say shout out to y'all, Camden, as a Red Sox fan. You know, we had a better year this year. It's been a tough go for us as well across the board in Boston sports besides
100%.
Celtics.
Right.
So, you know,
It's good. It's good for
appreciate
us.
this MLB year
Yeah,
with y'all.
It was a great year. Thank you.
Yankees, trade Volpe. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
We have Caballero. Volpe, get out of here. We need a bullpen piece. Get that Japanese guy. I posted today in Wabaki up and I forgot his name. Get that guy.
said get
We
that
need bullpen because our starting rotation is busting for next year. So let's go.
Come on, GMYBK.
Let's go.
Let them know what needs to get done.
Oh, also, next year in 2026 MLB, guys, the ABS is going to be intact, guys. The automated balls and strikes are going to be there now.
Okay.
I think it's like a challenge now. It's only 2.
Yeah.
But still, if it's a pivotal time in like bottom of the 8th, bases loaded, that ump gets it wrong, I'm calling the ABS.
How do you guys feel about this automatic system in crunch time? Do you feel like even with we'll talk about NFL a little bit later. How are we feeling about this?
It's a big conversation. I'll say like my initial thoughts is like interesting. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I like the human aspect of an umpire. I'm like a traditional. If I want to read a book, I'm gonna read the book. I'm not gonna read the Kindle. So it's like, okay, I can call a strike, I can call a ball, but there needs to be a human there, like that's facilitating the flow of the game and the atmosphere of the game.
Okay.
So I'm like, we'll see.
Okay.
So we'll dive. We could dive deep.
We'll dive deep on
MLB
another
I love
episode.
that.
We
Yes.
definitely got to dive.
Because it was
deep
interesting
into
when ABS came out that they're gonna come out next year. I just feel like MLB purposely made these umpires be like, yo, just call these whack calls, so make sure they use this ABS and like this ABS system more. Because that's what I'm inclined to. I'm excited for it because think about it. 3-2, it's a ball. He calls it a ball. It's a strike. He walks, and then the batter hits, and the 3-run home run. It's over.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm excited.
And you
for
watch
the
a lot
ABS.
more baseball than all of us, so you would know if the system's a little.
It will
rigged.
help. I
If
feel like it will help
the
the system,
system's
for
a little
sure.
rigged. If he's like,
sure.
I'm watching this game in the afternoon. These bugs is not doing it right.
There's some things that are common sense, like, yo, that was so obviously out, or that was so obviously a strike. Like, y'all should be able to just correct it. Like, you know, remember the dude on the Detroit Tigers, Galarraga?
the perfect
should
game.
have had a perfect game.
Yep.
We all know
Yep.
he should have had a perfect game.
He was out by the.
You should be able to overturn
He was
things.
out by a
But we've
mile.
seen it can open a can of worms because remember the pass interference stuff
That's true.
in NFL, and now you got the flow of the game getting messed up because I'm challenging PI, offensive
That's
PI.
true. That's
We're
true.
slowing things down and looking at it in slow
That's
time.
true.
Like, did he tug a little bit? But like you gotta like there needs to be a bang boom
needs to be
aspect
bang,
of it
bang.
all.
Yeah,
you're
Can't
right.
be slowing things down too much, but.
right.
You know,
But
hey,
yeah.
we gotta leverage technology to our advantage.
Come on
agree.
with it. I
Let's
mean,
get it.
speaking of bang bang, I heard there's a new season. There's a new season about to come in about a week or two. It's about bang, and he goes again.
We back.
Yes.
My guys came prepared. You got the Red Sox. He's got the LAFC.
LAFC.
But we talking basketball.
Come on.
Hey, yo, basketball. These my favorite
Favorite
sport.
sport.
Down the court, baby.
All right.
Seriously.
I mean, Tuesday, October 21st,
Tuesday, October 24th.
opening day.
Okay.
Let's go. I think we got the Warriors. No, Rockets at Thunder.
Okay.
The new KD Rockets go into OKC to take on
To
the
open
defending
it?
champions,
Okay.
FGA and company.
Okay.
So let's go, everybody.
I'm liking that. I'm excited. I'm excited. They got a lot of storylines going down. Got a lot of situations.
Okay.
Our Tatum is gonna be. We'll see what happens.
Tatum, Halliburton,
The
all
Lakers.
of them.
The Lakers have a
Lillard.
big man. I mean, I'm excited.
Aiden.
That's what I'm saying. I think
Let's go.
I think it's gonna be an interesting season, and I can't wait to do an amazing deep dive with you
yes,
guys.
definitely.
I know that there's a couple of things though, YBK, that you were talking about that I wanted to know about a little bit more before the season starts, and we want to give our listeners a little bit of a taste of what's happening. I heard there's more games. There's different games. Guys are getting a little bit more coverage. Guys,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Different places to watch games, supposedly.
different places.
So there's
Yeah.
going to be 3 places now to watch the NBA now, guys.
Okay.
So we got the ESPN.
Okay.
ESPN owns ABC too, so you got to put them together.
The staple.
The ESPN, ABC, we already know.
Okay.
NBC Peacock. NBC owns Peacock
They
now.
coming in.
So
with
they're
some-
coming together.
They coming in with some heat.
and then you got the third team, Amazon Prime Video.
Woo.
They're going to be the third team. Kind of new, kind of streaming service.
Listen.
Yeah.
But this is going to be the first season of a new 11-year deal, guys.
Okay.
This is pretty substantial for the NBA.
Yeah, that sounds about like 11 years, 10
Yeah.
years, 12 years. That's how you be signing them new contracts. Sometimes Fox be getting all the
TV rights and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Or-
Yep.
Interesting.
How much? Do you know how much it was for the deal?
I don't know. I don't know the GM Sam
Oh,
money wise.
it's billions,
but I'm sure
bro.
it's gonna,
We know it's billions for sure because UFC just sold their rights. They leaving ESPN. Paramount Plus is gonna exclusively have every single UFC pay-per-view starting 2026.
How much was that for?
Billions, bro. I think it was like 5 or 6 billion for 6 years. Like a billion. It's over $1 billion a year for sure.
That's crazy.
So it's interesting.
The
huh?
streaming platforms are like.
I wanna know.
What was it? UFC
Find
played
out.
on?
Paramount Plus.
yeah,
Paramount Plus
that's
has got it. That's
crazy.
CBS. So
Wow.
ESPN though
Yeah.
went crazy. TNT. I don't know why they didn't put up the money because NBA Live. The crew starts in ESPN this year.
Wow.
So Charles,
The Shaq.
Shaq,
Yep.
yeah, we about to see all them boys.
TNT must be broke.
Yeah, and Ernie.
TNT must be broke.
They shouldn't be.
They must be broke.
It's
They must be
crazy how
something.
like HBO Max, like even like MLB 2026 opening day would play it on Netflix.
Yeah.
And then the Home Run Derby is going to be played on Netflix too.
Come
so
on.
These streaming platforms are leveling up and investing money
Shout
into
out to
these
my
sports.
Netflix subscription,
So that's why
baby.
There's going to be a lot of basketball on your TVs coming up 2026.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're continuing the tradition of a few extra games in the year, huh?
Yes.
Because I know they're bringing back one of our favorite staples of the regular season. I feel like we've enjoyed it a lot the past few years.
Yes.
The NBA Cup.
Come on.
I feel like
yeah.
we've been very happy with
yeah.
this
Fun.
feature of the
been
season.
fun.
So I'm very, very happy. Halloween. Happy Halloween. Trick or treat.
Come
NBA
on.
Cup,
Come on.
baby.
You know, it's going to be great. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. To be able to have the NBA start a week before, Camden Lee's birthday is always a great time. A nice little early birthday present for the boys. So it'd be great. So
Can I drop a couple extra presents on you?
come on, talk to me.
I got another extra
We
present.
got an extra
Guess what?
present.
Let's do it.
It's all
Guess-
it's all
hold on.
presents
Guess
for the
what?
OVO
Let's
baby
go.
out here.
Guess what?
Let's go.
NBA All-Star. Where y'all think it is this year?
Where we at? Where we at?
Welcome to Inglewood, California.
Come
The home of the
on!
Clipper and
Come
Twin Dome is the
on!
host of the 2026 All-Star. It's nice, right?
Are we
Guys,
gonna try to
this is
do
crazy,
are we
but-
trying to do something?
I just thought about something. That's gonna be crazy.
Pop
Shit,
out,
crazy
baby.
thing.
Oh, what are you
Pop
talking-
out, baby.
talk to
MSD
us.
Sports and Intuit Dome for the NBA All-Star game.
I mean,
Run it.
Or any, I'm down
Run
for
it.
like a 3-point. Like,
Yeah,
that
the
event.
We can
Anything
do the
contest.
game, yeah.
We got to do something.
we
Yeah.
gotta do
We gotta do
One or
something.
the other or both. We'll try to do something.
We gotta
Happy
figure out
birthday to all
something.
my
'Cause that's
October, November
February. That's
babies.
February, everybody.
Come on.
That's the week after Super Bowl, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the week after Super Bowl. So into it.
All right.
Let's do it.
I guess we here. Let's
I know
get
that
this
we have
money.
our own teams, but you guys have any like excited teams that you're excited for this season for NBA?
I'm always
One team. I'll make you guys choose one team.
I mean, I'm already excited about the Lakers, and I
For
think
sure.
we both, me and YBK, are huge fans. If you guys didn't know, during season 1, we had a live stream. We're gonna have multiple live streams moving forward, so it's gonna be a great season. I think having a big man is great.
so good.
In terms of a team that we don't all share, I will say this: I want to know what the Milwaukee Bucks and my cousin Giannis Antetokounmpo is gonna do. I want to know: is Giannis gonna get moved mid-season? Is he staying one more year? Cuzzo, just let me know. Hit me on the line. I know you're going through a lot. I hope this season's good.
Yo,
too. Come on.
I already know the answer, though.
What you know?
Yeah,
I already know.
I
what.
missed the cookout on the last time.
Nothing.
You tripping.
Sorry.
tripping.
Nah, I'm telling you, Bucks have been mid. The fact that Indiana did them how they did last year, I felt like said it all.
Ultimate mid.
I don't think.
Ultimate mid.
I think they tried last year. Remember they traded for Kuzma? Remember the Bucks
Yep,
traded
yep,
for
they
Kuzma? I
did.
feel like they tried to figure out how to get it to gel, and it just didn't. And Giannis is gonna be nasty again, and they're gonna be in the playoffs, but they're not going like a deep playoff run. They don't have the same complexion of the team as when it was very successful with Chris Middleton,
Jay
Drew
Holiday.
Holiday, and then you have your shooters, Pat off the bench, and DiVincenzo off the bench, like. You know what I mean? Like, you had a solid foundation.
Yeah.
I don't think they have that anymore. I'm not even sure who the coach is no more, right? Is it Docs? Who?
I don't know.
Where is he? He's in Philly?
He's not.
I don't know.
Not in Bucks.
He's
Milwaukee.
not with Milwaukee.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure. But I do have a favorite out of the East as
Okay,
well.
so talk to
who
me.
I'm excited to look at. And YBK, you liked
Yes.
them a lot last year too.
Ooh.
Definitely, you like Cade for sure.
Yep.
I think the Pistons are an interesting team because we looking at them as they took a big step last year, and it was fun in the playoffs. And the Knicks, who have a little bit more experience,
Yes, they do.
and who have a very talented core, did take them out. But Detroit was there in that series, and I felt like they really did make a big step of progress. So I'm excited to see, because of course I would want to say by default I'm excited for the Celtics. Us knowing no JT has really changed things because then we traded Drew, we traded Porzingis, we didn't re-sign Big Al, but that's because we know what it is.
Right.
It's a new management, new ownership, and we
New
know what it
everything.
is.
New
Of course, can't wait to watch my C's play. But I think Detroit's gonna be something fun this year. I think they
Detroit.
could be kind of good this year. Yeah.
Right? YBK, what are you thinking?
So to answer your question about the Giannis leaving or not, he's not gonna leave because they just signed his other brother, Alex Antetokounmpo.
Oh, my other cousin.
joining Giannis Antetokounmpo.
My
So they
other
got
cousin
3
playing?
Antetokounmpo in that team.
Hey, Cuzzo, get me on the bench. Get me on. I'll get some water for the people. You know what I'm saying? Get me on the bench. I'll make sure it'll be fun. It'll
But
be
yeah,
fun.
he got 2 brothers in his team, family
Come on.
members now.
Listen,
So
come on.
He be chilling now.
He's chilling.
He's chilling.
Come on.
He's chilling. All right. For me, I've been talking about this team ever since they got the trade. Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets. I'm very excited for. These Rockets were second seed guys, won 50+ games, and still got rid of like their main offensive scorer, Jalen Green, and been like, all right, we need a veteran. We need a superstar. So they got Kevin Durant. So I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be either really, really bad or really, really good.
Yeah.
For the Houston Rockets.
They needed a closer. I think that was like they always needed a closer, and I think Jalen kind of showed in the playoffs that he was not about it. So I think it's great to have a closer like Kevin Durant. Yeah. It should be good for him.
What happened to Fred VanVleet? He's hurt right now?
He's hurt
too?
right now.
I think he hurt
hamstring.
himself. He had something happen to him, so he's not going to be playing. I don't know. I think I like the Rockets. I think they're going to finish around the same they did last year.
Okay.
Like, I think second place would be good, but you're not going to get – I'm not so sure you're going to get second place with like 54 wins. Because remember how close it was?
It was close.
I feel like you're looking at OKC. They should be a 60-win team again.
Fact.
And someone else has got to get up to like 57, 58. And I don't even know. I mean, maybe 50 wins for the Rockets. 50? Dylan Brooks is gone too, though.
That's true.
Because they didn't get, like, so some of them holes there, like KD will fill in what was lacking in the playoffs, which was the 25, 30-point scorer guaranteed in the playoff light.
Right.
That's the problem. But Jalen Green performed very well in the regular season. So let's not, you know what I mean?
Regular season is just a regular season, though.
It is a good coach team, though. Udoka, you know, we know he was playing. He was playing games when he was with the Celtics. Like, he was a good coach, but we know he was playing games outside. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, he brought Celtics to success, bro.
He did, but then he left unceremoniously. But not because he was a bad coach, but because of, you know what I mean? As long as you keep that drama out of it, they could be a good team. But I say they finish at like a 5 seed if I was guessing, 5 or 4 seed. Right. I'm not really sure. I think they're one of the better teams. I think for sure, definitively, Nuggets in OKC.
OKC in the West.
For 1 and 2. Okay. That's what I'm looking at.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
NBA coming up.
Who's coming out the East then, though? You think New York's running it back?
I mean, they had a great playoff run.
Yeah, they
guys.
did. I mean,
it ain't gonna be Indiana,
no,
right?
You're right.
Because
No,
we looking at Indiana. Miles Turner gone and
Miles Turner's in the Bucks
is
now.
out.
Yes.
So now what we saying?
I think it's definitely it has to be New York or bust. Knicks or bust.
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit too, like what you said.
Yeah.
They're coming.
It's wide open.
Yeah, it is.
That's why the Bucks
East
actually, now thinking back, maybe the Bucks could do something. It might be the year.
Come on, cousin.
It might be the year.
I mean, bully ball with Miles Turner and Giannis would be kind of crazy in the front court.
It'd be fun.
That'd be crazy.
Listen, speaking about the year, and I know we've been through a little couple of different games, but we gotta talk about my favorite time.
Let's go.
It's the NFL, baby. The NFL is here. It is in full swing. And when I tell you the storylines have been nothing but unbelievable, Michael John, we are back. The New England Patriots are back. I know that, because of the fact that, we for season 2, we start a little bit later. People have family things we're doing. People coming off vacation. I was in Thailand last year. I know things happen. It's understandable. But the NFL is here. Guys, how are you feeling? Michael John, how are you feeling about our New England Patriots? And can you tell the people?
Run it back. What you said, bud?
I said
Run it back.
I said the boys are back.
Go, baby.
We back on top, baby. We back on top.
Let's go.
A little late, but week 6, let's go.
Yes. You know what? I'm going to say 1, thank you for NFL.
Come on.
For show.
Come on.
He said thank you like
energy.
He said thank you like this.
Come on.
I love the energy. But on some real, I'm so happy that the Patriots are a good team again.
Yes.
Like they are better than just decent. They're a good team. Through 6 weeks, I feel like a 4-2 record with some good wins.
Yep.
I don't love our losses, but I love the way we've played in our wins. And I like the fact that I watch the Patriots and I'm not like, damn, we're a trash offense.
Yeah.
We're moving the ball a little bit. I like the coaching. Josh McDaniels is back in town. Mike Vrabel is back in town. We have a quarterback. Come on, man.
Listen, when I tell you Drake May is top 5.
Damn.
Drake May is top 5.
Wait.
Oh, when I tell you, when I tell you Drake May is top 5, Drake May is top 5. And the reason why I say that,
Drake
For the new generation. We're not talking about him against the Allens or the Mahomeskis. I'm saying when it comes to these new Bucks, they were talking about Bo Nix. They was talking about Jaden Daniels. They was talking about C.J. Stroud. They were talking about all these other boys. You need to put a little respect on Drake May's name. Yeah. Number one. Number two. I had the New England Patriots at over 8.5 wins before the season started. I put a nice little 30-40 ball on it just to let the people know. So, when I tell you right now, in front of your face, episode 1, that the New England Patriots are making it to the playoffs, put some money on the floor. Put some money on the floor when I tell you. The Patriots are making the playoffs. Come on with it. YBK.
Damn. All right, all right.
I need to hear from you because we haven't heard from you.
You got to turn up. You got to turn up right now.
You're saying right now, Mr. Drake May is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now?
Right now.
Top 5?
Right now, listen.
Hold on.
What's the order?
Hold on. Let's test this, though. Hold on. I feel like I can think of 5 quarterbacks who are better than Drake May, but it don't mean that I think from the new class, if we talking like you said, he's better than we thought. Okay, he went 3rd overall.
Come on.
Jaden Daniels,
Come
right?
on. Yep.
Is he better? What about Caleb Williams?
Yep.
That's what we're talking.
That's what we're talking. That's what we're talking.
Okay.
He ain't won nothing yet, but I'm saying that we're back. We haven't arrived. We're not at Everest yet. We haven't conquered the mountain.
It's hard because, listen, Lamar, Josh, Patrick Mahomes, we already got 3 that I feel like is up there. Then we talking about who's playing well this year. Dak's playing well. Baker's playing well. Shockingly, maybe not so shockingly, Sam Darnold is playing pretty well.
Come on.
So, okay, like I'm not sure top 5 this year, but I will say he's playing like a veteran. If you watching Drake May,
come on,
he's taking care of the ball, but he's not just rushing as much as you might have thought. Because like I know he came out as like, oh, I'm a mobile quarterback, like I'd be moving, but he's not coming out the pocket the same way. Like
he used to.
Exactly. Like you might expect like a Josh Allen did early in his career, like scrambling and trying to force the ball down the field. So I'm very, very satisfied. I also would say credit Josh McDaniels hugely for the success because the offense is working. Like it's clicking better than it has before.
It's going.
So
YBK, you looking at some stats, baby. Come on.
All right. So you know. Right now, I'm looking at the yardage and the quarterback stats right now, and I'll give it to you, David. Drake May is top 5, ranked 5 in yardage though. 1522.
Come on, what I tell you.
But I won't say top 5 in the NFL right now. I'll say top 10. I'll give you top 10.
Top 10 overall.
That's good still.
Top 10. Listen,
that's still great.
I don't think in terms of statistics, in terms of it all.
Second in completion percentage too. Second in completion percentage.
Second. Wow. This is what I'm saying. I think when it all boils down to it,
holy hell.
Okay, you got Drake May, who's playing at an absolute level. Okay, he's doing great. He's able to not only lead his team in his second year, he beat the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football. So when I'm telling you, I think this dude is starting to really bring it together.
Yeah.
I mean, guys are hurt. Listen, Lamar's hurt. He's not playing. Burrow's not playing.
Yeah.
You're right.
So that's what I'm saying. I'll take Baker because I think Baker going crazy. I'll take Patrick. I'll take, obviously I gotta take Josh.
Yeah.
But
let me holler at
I might sneak him in at number 5.
Are you putting Justin Herbert below Drake May of this season though?
Right
now?
Here's the thing. Herbert.
He's pretty good.
Herbert's playing well, but at the same time too, we noticed that when Herbert doesn't have an offensive line, he can't do nothing. He's losing games. So we will see what happens towards the end of the season. Michael John, you about to say something.
All I'm saying, this is what I want to say about the Patriots right now. I think if you look at the talent on wide receiver, like, yes, you have Stephon Diggs, but he's like 30-plus coming off ACL. So we don't really have a true number 1.
Right.
We got some presence, like a veteran presence there, but Keyshawn Boutte, Pop Douglas, Hunter Henry, Ramondre. It's a decent team, but you could tell Drake May is using the talent to the best of his ability. He's getting it downfield. Keyshawn Boutte last game, oh my God. Pop Douglas getting deep should have had 2 of them things. They called one on a bogus little call, but he should have had 2 deep touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I will give him credit because imagine if this is all I'm saying. Rams have Puka and Devontae Adams and Kyron Miller, like 3 bona fide Pro Bowl.
You're right.
So like it's not like you're playing with this crazy talent. Like you know what I mean? Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, the best offensive line, top 5 in the league. You know what I mean? So I understand what the argument is. I do feel like there has to be like a reckoning. There gotta be a moment. Like Jaden Daniels did his thing last year and went all the way to the NFC Championship game. So it's hard for me to say that that's not the best success out of like the newer talent that I've seen. So, put some on it. Let's see if we win the division, if the Patriots win the division, then Drake May has really cemented himself as like, I'm getting a fat contract.
Well, that's the real question. Do you think, put it on wide. What do you think, do you think that Drake May can win the division? Do you and YBK? I want you to
I mean, if he's playing like it, but I have another question before this question.
Okay.
If Drake May was put into like the shoes of Jalen Hurts, for example, would he find the same success because of his of how good he is?
I think he'd
You
find.
think so?
I think it'd be better because
like he's in,
because
like, a
what
position
Michael Jordan
of
just said, we
Hurts?
don't have a bona fide number
That's
one,
what I'm
and
saying.
we're
So
doing
if you have
Bouye
Saquon,
and
if you have Devontae Smith, if you have AJ Brown, would Drake May be that top 5, top 3 quarterback?
From what I've watched, and I've watched Jalen Hurts play a lot of games, and I've watched all of these Drake May games. Like Drake May looks more comfortable in the pocket when he's passing.
Come on,
he looks good, and he's very good off platform too. Like he's a great rusher, but he looks a little more comfortable and a little more agile. Like he reminded me a little bit more of Josh Allen versus Jalen Hurts, who are similar quarterbacks. Right. But Josh Allen is like a bit more of a gunslinger. Jalen Hurts gets the ball down the field, but you don't look at him like he a gunslinger.
He ain't gonna chuck that like 50, 60 yards. Yeah,
exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Right.
Or he's not rifling the passes in there off those off-platform, sidearm, off-platform, Matthew Stafford, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen style.
I feel you.
Bro, Drake May's got a cannon. His arm is strong, bro. Like he's very good. He's a tall boy. That boy's... Sorry, no, he big. That's a big boy.
That's what I'm saying.
So he in the pocket, like not looking like small, you know what I mean? So
okay. I mean, to see how the Pats are playing now, with the schedule that y'all told me on who they're gonna verse, they have potential to win 9+ for sure.
I mean, I think they might win 11 games this year.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're looking at it right now, we're 4-2.
Yep.
The next four games, I think we play the Saints. I think we play Tennessee. Sorry, we just played the Saints. We play Tennessee. We play we're playing the Browns. We're playing the Giants. I think we're playing the Jets twice.
The Jets and
we play Miami again.
Jets is like,
so you know what I mean. And then we still got So I feel pretty good about what we're gonna look like, and I feel pretty great. YBK.
Yes.
What's going on with your Philadelphia Eagles? That's the real $1 million question here.
For me, it's like this. I'm not worried right now, but who's our OC? Patullo? Who is Mr. Patullo? Who is Mr. Patullo running these plays? Who? We're not utilizing Saquon, as we talked about yesterday too. What's the point of using Saquon when it's like fourth quarter, like 7 minutes left, and you need 2 touchdowns? You think he's a miracle man?
Yeah.
You think he's Superman? He gonna fly down to the end zone and get you 6? Like, no. We need to find identity, and I feel like we still have some time.
I mean, I get that, but like, how much time do you need?
I feel like we need to start talking like crazy. When's the trade deadline? Like week 9?
I think it's like week 9 or something like that. Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, then. If we're still like in that little like average, like how we are right now, then yeah, we'll go. That's a problem we have to address right away.
Yeah.
By the trade deadline. Because I feel like Howie's a great enough GM to realize that
Who y'all playing next week?
Vikings. Yeah,
this is it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This is the game. This is the game we were talking about.
Y'all were 4-0. You were
what I'm
up
saying.
17-3 in the 4th on the Broncos, and you blew the game because you kept passing the ball and didn't keep it on the ground and milking clock and being, moving the chains. If y'all lose to the Vikings with Carson Wentz, I'm sorry, you're trading Jalen Hurts for Carson Wentz. It's over. I'm
What?
controlling this.
Get him back. Get him
I'm
back.
controlling this Madden league. I'm sorry.
Listen.
You're done. That's it. We're
Listen.
starting from scratch.
You can't trade
Carson
Jalen.
brought us 10-2.
You can't trade Jalen Hurts
No,
for Carson Wentz.
If they lose, that's it. It's
No,
done. It's all over.
You gotta fire. You gotta
Why
fire.
does-
You gotta
I-
fire the
Patullo,
OC.
Patullo.
You got,
Yeah,
you
Patullo
gotta fire
gotta go.
who? Kevin who?
Yeah,
And I think we were talking about this. What was his job last year? He was
some hype man,
He
bro.
was
No, he was the associate coach and the passing game coach. But
Associate.
associate coach means that if Sirianni gonna be sick and I can't make
He's
it to
like
the
a
game
sub.
or it's an emergency, I am the interim head coach.
Right.
So maybe he's a good passing game coach, but obviously it showed in the last 2 weeks that he's trying to be a passing game coach.
Yep.
Because they not letting Saquon do what he did last year.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
still-
So we'll see.
the
Is the offensive line just not doing the same,
protecting enough,
making the
but
same holes like
I don't
it
feel
did
like there's
last
much
year?
of a difference
I don't
than
know.
last year.
No, I think here's the
It was
thing.
more
I
of the
think,
defense that changed than more of the O-line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think too, there's no creativity. You hand it to Saquon on first down, and then you might get 1 or 2 yards. Then you want to hand it to Saquon or do a slant pass, and they do an
like a quick
incompletion.
7.
Then they want to do it's 3rd and 7. So then it's like, okay. Then they bent their ears back and they're rushing Jalen. He either goes for a sack, he might rush, but they usually have a spy on him. There's no interesting in the play calling. It's not as though they're throwing on down 1, throwing on down 2, then trying to make it short and then handing the ball. Last week they had the tush push. The tush push went down, I think, five times in a row because they were having some trouble with it in terms of a situation. So, I mean, I think you fire the OC. He's a bum. I'm gonna say this right now. Listen, Kevin who? Kevin Patullo, whatever your name is. If you lose next week, you're getting fired. So I would say, look on Madden. Figure out what Kellen Moore was playing last year and figure it out. Because whatever you're doing right now is not working. Not even close. No. Not even close.
Yeah, but I will say this though, they are 4-2 still. So like at least in his defense, the first few games was pretty good.
Yeah.
The offense did look good against the Bucks, who are arguably looking like the best team in the NFC right
Bucks
now.
looking crazy.
And the offense for the Eagles looked great that game. They took care of business against Kansas City. Detroit, who's the highest scoring team in the league, couldn't take care of business versus Kansas City. So it's not like it's all terrible. It just feels like the last 2 games remind me remember Atlanta Falcons up big against the Patriots, but keep trying to pass the ball and you're not running the ball. All right, now you're going to lose because you're giving more opportunities for get sacked, fumble the ball. You're not keeping the clock moving, and the passing game ain't working. Don't get away from what got you there. You know what I mean? Exactly. And what has gotten them there is having an effective running game, which opens up play action a lot easier, and Jalen can spread the ball a little bit more. We can push it down the field and get some deep routes from Dotson. We can push it down the field and get some deep routes from Devontae, and I could still feed A.J. Brown, but it's not happening because it feels a little bit more you're forcing Jalen to just sit in the pocket and throw it to them because you hearing people say, I want more targets.
There's a thing, too, where it's you don't want, there's 2 things I feel like. All right, you're not using Saquon. All right, we're saving him from the playoffs. Bet, sounds good. But he can't just get no 6, 7 carries.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
You need at least 10 or you know what I'm saying? Give him a little more. There's no point I feel like in saving him that much for the playoffs to come.
16 carries is 4 carries per quarter.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's 4 carries per quarter, and he's barely
Those
getting
15 minutes.
He's barely getting 4 carries per quarter.
Yeah,
and that's at least maybe 2 or 3 drives, maybe. But so that really what boils down to is that the Philadelphia Eagles are not converting first downs. Because they're not converting first downs, they're in tougher positions, and they're relying on Jalen. Do you guys think Jalen Hurts right now is playing like a top 5 quarterback? Because last year, towards the postseason, we were feeling like Jalen Hurts is that guy, or do we feel like teams kind of know what they're gonna get now, or you know what I mean? How are we feeling about Jalen? Does he take a lot of this brunt in terms of the passing game? Because I think him calling his own plays, a couple weeks ago was when they had that comeback win.
Yeah.
So I'm just confused. Are we putting it at the feet of him or not?
I mean, I think Jalen Hurts is still playing pretty well. I'm not gonna sit here and blame Jalen Hurts, but he just went and won him one of them things too last year. So
Right.
I don't feel like he's on the hot seat.
No, not on the hot
Not
seat,
yet.
but it's like, but do you feel like in terms of the struggles, do you feel like he needs to take more ownership in terms of the play call?
I mean, his stats look good. If you look at his stats, I feel like they need to get back to a little bit of the running the ball a little bit more. And maybe it has to do with the fact that who's the backup? I know Shipley's in the backfield, but who else is in the backfield?
Tank. Oh, you already said.
AJ Dillon.
Oh, right, Dylan.
Yeah,
running
Dylan.
backs,
And
yeah.
Dylan fumbled one
he
last
did.
week.
Yep.
And then
Late.
as well, we're
Yep.
looking at, so maybe it's just not quite as talented. Like you don't have a 1-2 punch.
He's not that Kenneth Gainwell.
You look at
That's
Detroit
true.
and
That's
you're
very
like,
true.
okay, we have Sonic and Knuckles. It's not the same 1-2 punch. So maybe it's true that they're trying to hold off Saquon for a little bit, the long stretch before this ship start. The ship is going down a little bit right now. There's a little hole here, and you try to plug it in, a little hole here.
Could be.
It was looking real good when you was 4-0 and up 14 points in the fourth quarter, about to be 5-0. You see how it's crashed within such a short amount, 5 quarters, and now it's a drastic difference. So we're talking like the difference between 5-0, 5-1, whatever. Like you know what I'm saying, versus us like looking at this in such a critical lens. I would say right now I'm not too worried about the Eagles in general. I think they'll still be all right. You got to win the close games. You know what I mean? Y'all got to lock in.
And in that Giants game, Jalen Hurts gave up a pick, and that was the first pick in 16 games, guys.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that kind of relates to like the run game that they used a lot, Saquon back of last year, that he didn't throw as much. Maybe that's why it kind of went to that. Or, onto your question on, is it getting to his head now?
Yeah.
It's like either or. Yeah.
Well, the man has had a new offensive coordinator for the last 5 seasons.
Yeah.
So I wonder how much that comes into play.
Almost switching every year.
Every single year. You got a different running back every single year, you know what I mean, between the backfield and the offensive coordinator. It's not easy. There's no continuity. You need some time. You need some time. So, is there any teams that are surprising you? You know what I mean? I know we're a couple games in. Is there any teams that you're kind of looking at? I know, Philly's 4-2. The Patriots are 4-2. Any teams that you felt like, okay, like, oh wow, like I wasn't expecting this, or hey, this is interesting to me.
For me,
We got what we got.
I have a very interesting team here to choose for me. It's in the same division for me.
Okay.
The New York Giants, bro. Jackson Dart and Scatterboo. Oh my God, Scatterboo ran for 3 touchdowns last game, and I was like, and Jackson Dart be throwing.
He does.
That guy, and I saw his like kind of the post game like kind of pep, like the talk he had with the boys in the locker room. Man, he kind of showed leadership too. So like, I was like, oh wow, Giants kind of have like a future. Like he's kind of like, these Giants, it's still the Giants. I'm sorry, Giants fans, but y'all kind of suck.
Yes.
But man, potential though, it's there.
Yeah.
I give big props to the New York Giants.
Yeah,
The team they're looking for.
He's got wheels too. It said he was
Yeah.
one of 3 quarterbacks when we was watching the game, joining Jalen and Lamar
Oh, right.
as first quarterbacks with 50+ rushing yards within their first 3 starts. So
Right.
yeah.
Dabo had put his money where his mouth was this past offseason, said, I'm going to draft the guy that I really want to draft, and I think, in my opinion, Nick is going to keep his job at least for another year.
He listened to his son.
You know what I mean?
Finally.
His son said, you need to
His son
draft.
said he need Jaden Daniels.
That's
and
what he
he's
said
like,
last,
you didn't choose
and he
him.
said that the year before, and he didn't do it. So I
didn't
said,
do that.
you got to listen to. Sometimes you got to listen
to
to the
your son.
youth. Sometimes you got to
Let's
listen to
go.
the youth. So for me, I think if we're looking at a team that's really, really surprising, I know we talked about our teams. Pittsburgh in the AFC North is leading the division. I think we thought the Cincinnati's, we thought, you know what I mean, the Ravens were gonna be that top 2 teams in the division. We knew it was already gonna be a tough division, but Aaron Rodgers, DJ Metcalf, Michael John, how are we feeling about Aaron Rodgers and his resurgence? So is he able to be the game manager that Pittsburgh has needed over the last couple of seasons?
Pittsburgh has been good. I don't think they've had a losing record ever with
Nope.
Mike Tomlin.
Nope.
Ever.
Oh, yeah. The
So
head
that
coach,
means
right?
you've at least had 8 wins every season since you've ever had Mike Tomlin. So that's a testament to a good culture and a good winning football team. Aaron Rodgers is good enough to win some games with them. Yeah, like he's played well. They have a good running back team, room right there, and I'm not really surprised with them that much though, because they're always good though. You know what I mean? I'm very surprised at the division in general. I will say that like that division, AFC North, is like the most surprising because Browns trash, not super surprising, but also like 1-5 is crazy.
Yep.
Ravens 1-5.
Crazy.
Bengals. What is Bengals?
2-4.
2-4.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy work.
Crazy. So,
Crazy work.
Yeah.
Lamar's gonna have to run the table. We're gonna have to talk about that a little later in terms of a deep dive in terms of the NFL and what's going on. But he's really gonna have to figure out what he's going to do because at the end of the day, you know, we expected the Ravens to be at the top of the food chain when it comes to it. Yeah. And you know, now it's kind of looking like this is gonna be a wash season when it comes to the Baltimore Ravens. So
yeah. I'll say my biggest surprise right now, I'll say honorable mention is NFC North, which is a very competitive division yet again. And the Bears are better than I thought they would be. But my surprise for the year is the Jacksonville Jaguars so far. They're 4-2, I believe. And them and the Colts, I'm not that surprised with the Colts for some reason that they're better this year. But Jacksonville being 4-2 is not where I thought they would be. You know, I feel like Trevor Lawrence still ain't ever done the thing, and they started that 1 year 1-8 or 2-8, and then they won the last 7 games. Remember? Then they went to the playoffs and upset the Chargers when the Chargers was up 24-0.
Oh, yeah.
And then Jacksonville lost to Kansas City. I'm surprised with them though. They're having a good year so far, and they look like a good football team. Travis Etienne is back in good form this year. I
like what he's doing.
BTJ is just starting to come back around and heat up now. Yep. And I didn't really think that new coach would bring him to a winning record. So, yeah.
Jaguars.
I know. Houston, not looking great either. But I guess when you get a game against the Ravens, it's like,
CJ hasn't been having those, like, games.
No.
The last game he did.
Last game he did, but, like,
but everyone
for the season is like, it was like, yeah.
I mean, that sophomore slump is real, and I think, you know, we talked about, you know, him losing a lot of his guys towards the end of the season last year and kind of getting that kind of refreshment in terms of this new season. And they're not coming off with a hot start. They got a great defense. They have a great defensive-minded coach. The coach is great. You know, I mean, some of the best, you know, defensive backs in the league. But C.J. Stroud, I feel like, is just not holding his end of the bargain, taking that next elite step. That's why when it comes down to it, I think, you know, I mean, my boy Drake May gonna take over that spot because they thought, you know, C.J. Stroud and Jaden Daniels was gonna be those guys. So
CJ, your card value is dropping, bro. Come on, you gotta ball out. I gotta buy maybe Drake May cards now. I gotta get some.
You better get a couple Drake May cards.
Snap, I got a couple.
You better get a couple.
Yeah, but don't get it twisted. He's got to win. He got to win in the playoffs as a rookie. So.
That is true.
I mean, he's 23 years old. Give him some time.
True.
Baker Mayfield has been in this league like 5, 6, 7 years. He's like 30. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of time for things to change. You know what I mean? It's Sam Darnold, Geno Smith. We've seen it happen, and he's nice. He's good, though. You know, it's okay.
You're right. Okay.
It was like good rookie year, sophomore slump, and now he's got something to prove this year. So he's got to start locking in. Those division games is going to be important. The division games is going to be very important. Jacksonville, like... Tennessee is obviously not really doing nothing, but Colts, Indy looking good.
Indy's looking crazy.
It could be the other dark surprise of the year. Daniel Jones, surprise, is decent with a better team, better O-line, better play calling, throwing the ball well, taking care of it. Crazy, right?
Sometimes that's all you need is the right place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right place, right time. So, yeah, I mean.
The Colts.
Yeah, YBK.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about this guy. Do you think Baker is going to win the MVP this year?
I mean, looking at it now, what is he leading the league in yardage? I think, but yeah, I mean, looking good. The Bucks. I mean, the thing about the Bucks is we got that wide receiver. He said he was out now.
Igbuka did get a hamstring
out,
last
so
game.
that does bring a big blow because I think Mike Evans and Chris Godwin's still out.
Yeah, well, that's another reason though. Let's say why Baker might deserve it over some other people. Like if you got a lot of talent on your team, and we looking at my team and Godwin hurt. Mike Evans out with his classic hamstring. Igbuka now out with the hamstring. Bucky Irving been out with the hamstring. So we go in here. We're going to Sterling Sharp. We bringing in Rashawn White again. All of a sudden, he's gonna be RB1. I don't know. Like that thing keep moving. He's keeping it. He's getting running. He's keeping the machine running well.
Between the game-winning drives and him able to do them fourth quarter comebacks and him able to do his thing, I think he's cementing himself. It's either him or Dak. I think those are the two guys that I'm kind of looking at and saying These guys are going to be the MVP this year. I just don't think Dak is going to be able to hold off.
Stafford's also having a good season too.
Well, yeah, he's playing well with
So
Puka.
far.
He's feeding Puka.
Puka, Devontae.
You know what I mean? Puka unfortunately had a terrible offseason. For some of you guys who don't know, Puka was dating this lovely lady. He was having a great time. Life was great. He even introduced a wonderful baby girl into the world. He posted on Instagram. Life was amazing. Unfortunately, though, during the offseason, Puka and his girl had a little bit of a breakup, and she left the man's. She ended up getting a paternity test later down the road to figure out whether or not, he was actually the father because he was wanting full custody. So he's having a little bit of revenge due to the fact that she was doing a little bit of a two-step and it was not with your boy. So he is hurt right now, but hopefully moving forward he'll be all right. But yeah, Matthew Stafford's having a good year.
It's a very talented team and a very good system. That's why I was saying earlier, like imagine if you have like Pro Bowl players as your wide receiver 1 and wide receiver, not even Pro Bowl, all pro wide receiver 1, minimum Pro Bowl wide receiver 2, running back 1 is up there among those running backs that's always having a success these last few years. And Sean McVay is an offensive coach, right? So of course you're gonna have a nasty offense if you're Sean McVay's team, right? He always has a good offense. So
like Stafford and McVay,
yeah,
they've been together
Jared
for a
Goff
while.
as well is like similar though to Stafford to me. Like he throws a lot of touchdowns and not a lot of interceptions, gets a lot of yards, but also was on an extremely talented team with an offensive-minded coach where all these trick plays, the trickery in the lineup here, let's get a touchdown to the offensive tackle. So yeah, I mean. Dark horse though, Sam Darnold. Keep an eye on them. Seahawks looking pretty good this year. JSN is eating.
JSN
for now. I'm not drinking the Sam Darnold Kool-Aid yet. I don't see it.
I'm not saying that they're doing a deep playoff run, but last year he did this. He had a great season.
Of course.
Like,
He has a number 1 receiver, I think, and a decent offensive line and an okay running back. I think he's gonna be fine. But you put him in the brightest lights on the biggest stages, he's gonna take the biggest of dudes.
over 4,000 yards last year.
But yeah, he's going crazy. YBK, do you have a dark horse or any team that you're like, okay, I know your Philadelphia Eagles is your number 1?
I don't have a team, but I have a player.
Okay, talk to me.
He's in the Indiana Colts, everybody. RB1, baby. He won Triple Crown, I think 3 years ago, Mr. Jonathan Taylor. This guy's leading the league in rushing yards right now. It's been 6 games. But he has 603 yards, and he is 70 away. He is 70 from second place, almost, from James Cook. So I feel like the Colts 5-1 too. So
okay,
they're looking pretty good.
Okay, we're gonna have to definitely do a deep dive in terms of the NFL and giving the people a little bit more of the standings and letting them know exactly what's happening.
Teams, yep, exactly.
But for our first episode back of season 2, it's great to be able to awesome. Touch a little couple of things. Do we have any last-minute thoughts before we kind of wrap for the night?
Good luck, Dodgers. Hopefully you guys win. Enjoy this one. See you guys next year. You have anything?
Just want to say shout out to the boys. Shout out to the team. It's been a pleasure to make my way back from the East Coast over here to the West Coast. Looking forward to a year of just talking esports and having a good time. So shout out to Camden. Shout out to YBK. It's your boy Michael John with MSD Sports. Y'all already know what it is.
Oh man.
How about you, David?
I mean, it's an honor and a privilege to share the stage with you guys and to be able to be in person with you. We've been able to be virtually for about a year now, and to be able to almost a year to date, and to be able to kind of get started in a new venue, new place, new time, but with the same great old friends. It's amazing. I'm really excited about this NFL time. I think I'm gonna have some great segments for you guys. I'm gonna have a lot of interesting facts, some some off the field drama, and Drake May top 5. I just gotta tell you, Drake May top 5. So
Patriots making it to the playoffs?
Come on, easy
Pats
money
in the playoffs.
Easy money.
2025.
If you got a hundo, if you got 2 hundo, if you got a bando, Patriots gonna win over 8.5 games. I'm just letting you know they might win double digits. and Patriots gonna make the playoffs. So, you know what I'm saying? If you got a little couple dollars stored away,
Okay.
you know your boy Camden Lee is letting you know where to put your money where your mouth is. Put on the floor. Come on.
All right, you heard it. Patriots Super Bowl. Patriots playoffs 2025.
Oh, so Javi said it for us.
All righty.
Thank you, sir.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Oh my gosh. All right. Yes, sir. RCR Presents MSD Sports. My name is Sam YPK. You can find me at YPK up in here. We got Mikey over here. You can find him at Michael John DeStefano. You got David Camden over here. You can find him at Mr. Club Paradise. You can find us, MSD Sports, at RCR MSD Sports on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, you name it. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.